Hi guys, it's Shishka Barber 1 coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. Today's video, guys, Warships is here! Oh my gosh, it's finally here, and I'm finally getting around to making this video. Been super busy all day, guys. Was on an 8-hour straight stream with OP. It was an awesome stream. Hope you guys caught that. We had a ton of views, ton of people there. I think it broke record for max concurrent on OP's channel. It was close to 200. Anyway, a lot of good things are happening. The community's invigorated, and Warships is a whole ton of fun. It's a whole new construct to wrap our minds around, and I can't get all of this in one video, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna try to go over all the key points. Now, as you can see, this is my warship. I haven't gone very far yet, guys. I have been super busy just creating content tonight. It stinks. I haven't even had a chance to really play, but I will. I'll do some of that on this video, and I'm gonna keep pushing. I'll probably make another video tomorrow, and you know, we're just gonna follow the progress, and I'm gonna teach you the knowledge that's emerging day by day. Okay, so just stay tuned and stay up to date. This information is gonna change. The metas are crazy. The metas are time dependent. There's multi metas. It's just nuts. Like, nothing's really settled down yet, guys. At least from my perspective, you know. But it's just the first day. Anyway, quick points on Warships. You know, there were a few bugs associated with it. Just be patient. They're gonna knock these out. You know, guys. If you've been around as long as I have in the game, it's just a sad truth. It happens. We know these things happen. But the most important thing is the game's still in a workable state, and Warships is super amazingly awesome. Anyway, so some of the bigger issues though deal with people not being able to reload troops where it lasts for like 400 days or something when you don't have endless reserves or instant training, as they call it. Operations are a little bit screwy right now with the zoom feature when you attack. Like, you can zoom in, but you can't zoom out. These are some of the ones that are a bit more detrimental. Op boats haven't been arriving. Gold's kind of disappearing mysteriously from home bases, and minor stuff, really. The operation could be a problem, so don't give me hate on that. That's probably more than minor for all you operation guys. But I know they're going to prioritize that, and they're going to just knock them out. Okay, you know, it's part of the process, so don't act surprised. Yeah, what can I say? It's just, we know that, okay? So have patience. And for you newer players, just, you know, just listen to the words I said. It's just have some patience. They'll iron all that stuff out. And remember, this is a testing season. Well, not really testing, but it's a smaller season, so they can figure out, you know, how to make it better for the next season. So, you know, you can already expect a few bumps in the road because of that, you know? So just be patient, guys, but look at what they brought us. Look at what they brought us. It's absolutely amazing. So let's just jump into the tech tree, okay? Some basic tech tree philosophy. I kind of messed up a little bit. Guys, I've only had like 2.5 hours of sleep last night. I tried to just get a few points in there, and I had a few attacks right before OP's stream because there was another maintenance break by the time I woke up, and then I couldn't play, and then I started playing, and then OP went live, and then I was live, and then just been busy doing stuff like eating dinner, making the tribal video, and now I'm here. Okay, so there it is. I'm not that progressed on the warship. And one of the emerging metas, like I can tell you right now, from Jamar, who was Global 1 before he went to sleep, I'm sure he's going to be placing up really high. He was really pumped about the RM meta, the Rifle Medic meta, and he was recommending 7-1 Rifle Medic with Kavan. And of course, this is all dependent on what stage of the tech tree that you're in, right? And he also was saying that rushing the shock launcher is very important, because ultimately, guys, these battles come down to a timed PvP race. The way you want to approach each battle is assume that you're going to get 100% and assume that your opponent's going to get 100%, and just knock it out, okay? Just knock it out faster than your opponent. Now, that being said, this is not an all-offensive meta, not by any stretch of the imagination. You will not always get 100%. Your opponent will not always get 100%, but that's the mindset you have to have when you're strategizing for these attacks, all right? There's a key difference. The big picture on Warships is to maintain a balance of offense and defense as you progress through the tech tree. But you have to keep in mind what your larger goals are on the tech tree, what kind of troop combinations you want to end up with. Key example. I know that in the second tier, I guess this is the stone tier of the tech tree, you're able to unlock warriors, okay? And I know that warriors actually tear it up during this stage. However, and I actually saw some successful warrior hits happening still over here in this stage. The thing is, by the time you get to the last stage of the warships, it's highly unlikely warrior attacks will have any value at all because there's just too many engine cores, too many engine rooms, I mean. And so in the short term, it's good to put points into warriors. You're going to be having an easy time in these brackets, but by the time you get here, those points that you spent on the warriors, in my opinion, will be totally worthless. And you can't replace those. They're locked in. Once you spend them, they're locked. So that's the kind of stuff you got to think about, and you got to realize that when you're going through one of these times when there is a troop like the warrior that's capable of doing a lot of damage and you've got to work with other troops, just keep your eye on the future. But you might get stuck, and if you get stuck in a bracket, you need to maybe spend a couple of points to get yourself out of it. And this sort of already happened to me. I was just stuck with like rifles with 2 bars of power up and Zukas. I was fumbling around for a couple of attacks earlier, just not getting much progress, and then I said, you know what, screw it, well, go ahead and unlock heavies and I'll just start running HZ, and it worked out really well. But I was trying to save for other things like maybe more gunboat capacity, more landing craft capacity. This is huge. You're going to want to try to upgrade this as soon as possible while keeping balances in check. The balances, the defenses that tend to be the most important are your splash defenses. But I've been hearing that now there is a tank meta starting to form in the stone bracket. Earlier in the day, when you had all the pushers and everybody just jumping into it at the start, the guys that like have more experience with the game, I guess you could say, they're not going to roll tanks because they understand that they're slow, so they didn't. So as they were progressing through the meta, the early meta in the stage didn't really involve tanks. But now that you got the smaller fish in the pond, the guys with less experience that are also coming up along the way, they like tanks. They're used to tanks, so they're using them a lot more. That kind of worries me because I might have to spend points a little bit differently to make it out of a tank meta. So that's what I mean. These metas are also time dependent. It's weird just because of the separation of talent that's occurring right now. We're separating the sharks from the minnows. You know, the sharks are going up to the top, the guys that have been playing this game like crazy, the big crabbers and all that, the big PvP pushers. These are the guys that'll do well because they've got a skill set that's kind of tuned for this type of fight. And I share those same skill sets. Not as good as these guys that I'm talking about, but we won't do too bad in the end, I'm sure. So that's why I'm making these videos, because I want to help break this stuff down for you guys to understand what we're thinking, I guess we could say. When it comes to splash defenses, I guess we should talk about something here as well. We made a distinction today that machine guns are generally going to be better than flamethrowers. The reason for that is because people are running around with Kavan quite a bit. Kavan's a medic or a healer. Technically, I guess he's a healer. He's not really a medic unit. And, you know, flamethrowers kind of give you a constant burn damage, and Kavan can kind of keep up with that. Machine guns, on the other hand, are more random and sporadic. And if you get a couple lucky shots on a troop, there's no way Kavan's healing that up. So this is why I favor machine guns over flamethrowers. But again, everything kind of has to be kept in balance. All of these upgrade tokens have to be spent wisely. And obviously, as you upgrade things further, it costs more to get to the next tier. So you can't get too lopsided. Let's see. I guess we could just jump into an attack. There's just so much to say. Before we do that, let's talk about chests. Excuse me, guys. Hopefully I can edit that. So the chest system, you've got a star chest over here. Well, I did not mean to claim that, but oops, we just claimed it. I was trying to wait on that. We got star chests over here, which are accumulated based on victories. You get stars for your victories, and these chests are on a timer. Don't quote me on the time yet. I don't know. It's like 7 or 8 hours, something like that. And I would say it's very important if you want to do well on warships to keep these star chests cycling, because these are ultimately how you'll get, I think, most of your upgrades during the warships. So the thing is, though, it's ideal to keep your chests until you progress to a higher tier in your or higher rank. Like right now, I'm rank 3. Let me just go ahead and take these rewards. Right now, I'm rank 3, but as my ranks go up, I'll also be getting better chests. And I was going to do an experiment. I was going to hold that one and wait till we progressed under rank 4 in this video, and then open it and watch it change, but I just messed that up. But we do have another chest that I'm holding. That was the last rank reward that I just got at rank 3. Yeah, leaderboards. That's not a leaderboard. That's my home base. Still getting used to the UI, guys. I apologize. Here we go. So I just want to take a look at where things are. Now, on the global side of things, what rank are we in? We're already up to rank 20, guys. That's amazing. That is amazing. So you can see the way it's done is it's sorted by the rank and then the stars within the rank, which is like your progression through it. And then ultimately, if somehow that's a tie, then they look at your win percentage rate, and that's how it's done. Personally, guys, I'm not going to care too much about win percentage rate. Now, it is bragging rights, and it is the ultimate tiebreaker when it comes to leaderboard position, so don't get me wrong, it matters. But bottom line is, it's all about increasing your rank. And if it takes you 200 battles to go up 5 ranks, and it takes another guy, 100 battles to go up 5 ranks, yeah, he'll have the better win percentage, but you're still going to have the same rank. So a lot of this is just how much work you put into it and how much you learn. This is a learning season as well. It's another reason why I'm not going to worry too much about win percentages. But just giving you the idea of what that means to me. I know we're not ranked anywhere appropriately because I haven't been playing it that much, so there's no point in looking. We did just unlock some tokens. Maybe I should put my face over here for these videos. And that's pretty fortunate because I was waiting. I think we want to go ahead and do landing craft right now because I definitely want more troops. Let's go ahead and upgrade that bad boy. And where does that put us? What's the next one? We could afford it if we wanted to. Increases build count, tech level, troop capacity. Yeah, the tech level, guys, as you know, that's really what's required to be able to unlock the next segment of the tree. However, this is another key point, guys. You do not want to progress to the next part of the tech tree until you spent a good amount of points in the previous one, at least enough points to cover the direction of your final destination. Here's the reason. Matchmaking is done first by rank, okay, so they try to find people within a certain range of the same rank, but then within the eligible pool, they look for people first that have the same amount of engine rooms, okay? But if they're not able to find people that have the same amount of engine rooms, they go to the next higher one, all right? So the deal is this. You'll know when it's time to change when you're just constantly fighting a lot of people that have one more engine room than you, because that tells you that you're pretty much outside of your VP range or your what do you call this, your rank, and it's time to move up. But the reason why you don't move up sooner is because they're just looking at engine rooms. They're not looking at progress through the tech tree. So if I were to go ahead and unlock this right now, that means I'm far more likely to run into people that could have a lot more points spent over here. You see? So I would be at a pretty big inherent disadvantage if I did that. That is the reason that you wait. I hope that makes sense, all right? But like I said, you'll know when it's time to move when you see a lot of the extra engine rooms that you're fighting. When you're fighting opponents that have one more engine room than you, like frequently, that's probably also when it's time to go ahead and move up. Because it's not making a difference at that point, right? You're already fighting them. Okay, but the key to this, guys, again, is keeping offense and defense in balance, like I was saying. You can't let things get too out of whack. It's a lot of stuff to say. Let's review one attack that I did earlier, and unfortunately, the guy didn't attack me, but I was over leveled, and it was actually the first HZ that I ran after I unlocked the heavies. So like I said, I was just having trouble running all rifles with what I had. I was kind of stuck. So I had to spend a point to get me unstuck. And HZ is a thing too. I mean, there's an HZ meta running around right now too that uses brick. Shoot, man, there's so much to say. But anyway, let me just say HZ is also a viable troop combo. So I might go back to that too at some point later on. So putting points in heavies, not necessarily that bad. Yeah, so what I wanted to show you was this. Now, this guy had, keep in mind, look, I'm only rocking 2 engine rooms over here. This guy had 3. Now, granted, he retreated or disconnected or something, but I still got all 3. And I want to show you how I did it. Because I do not have many abilities, guys. I have flare and I have artillery. That's it. Okay. But there are still some key strategies here that are worth pointing out. Now, it's all about the flagging. We're dropping our Zookas first because they take longer to walk up. And then we're dropping our heavies. Now, I want to start drawing on the screen right here to explain those flags and what they mean. To do that, I need to get screen draw over here. There we go. Let's get a nice angle. Just something like that. Stylus in hand right here. And, okay, we're still on blue. That was from the previous video. All right, take that off. Now I know we're in blue, so we'll stick with that at first. Let's go to our line tool. Okay, the flags for the heavies were done here and out here. Boats usually drop behind the flag that you placed on the landing area. However, if there's another boat already kind of in that zone, then they'll overlap and they'll kind of walk at weird angles. But in general, that's the way they drop. It's basic stuff for a lot of people, but I'm just going over it so everyone's on the same page. Now, we'll do these red lines for the Zuka flags. We had one here. And then, to be honest, I'm not sure which boat came first. I think it was this one to this flag, and then this one out here. Now again, guys, the Zukas move slower than the heavies, so I dropped the Zukas first. But the idea is how they're going to fan out. Let's get a pink color, I guess, to continue these Zuka lines. So when the Zukas get to their flags, they're going to go to the nearest defense. All right, so how's that going to work? Well, the Zuka from here will basically, all of them, I think, will just look at the flamethrower, which is good. Zukas do outrange flamethrowers as long as there's not too many of them. Otherwise, they'll stack up and overlap and get fried a little bit. The Zukas from here will go, they'll go in two ways. You'll have some that go here, and then I think you're going to have some that also branch off in this direction. And then the Zukas that are flagged up here will definitely go in this direction, but I think you'll get some branching off in this direction as well. And the heavies, same kind of principle applies. From here, we're going to have heavies that go up like this, and I think we'll have some branching out like that. And then the heavy that I dropped over here, same principle, he's going to be running this way, and we will also probably have some branching that goes like this. A lot of lines, right? But the idea is that we're going to get the heavies up there at the same time the Zukas are there. We don't want to get the heavies there too soon because they're taking damage without the Zukas there firing. But we don't want to get the Zukas there too soon because then there's no heavies to cover for them and they die because we have no medics, all right? Now the only things that really worry us a lot right now are the mortars, our good old friends, the mortars. And as you'll notice, there's two of them, here and here. And as fortune would have it, they're also sharing common boundaries. And you should never really have your buildings touching because we can drop artillery in these locations and we can get double bang for our buck. We can get some damage on the engine rooms and we can take out the mortars. The reason why we don't like the mortar guys is because they can shoot over our heavies and hit our Zukas. So those are our primary artillery targets. Excuse me, guys. Just been talking too much today. Oh, so sorry about that. Anyway, like I said, I've only got 2 engine rooms. This guy had 3, but I just want to show you it's totally possible. Let's go ahead and let's see how many it is. Put that down, get the play, and get that back up. Let's see if they follow those lines. More or less, guys. You see the barding going on? We got the mortar on the left down. Now we're going to start working on the mortar on the right. There goes the artillery. Taking them out. You can see how they've all fanned out. I'll go ahead and remove all that junk. You don't need to see it right now. But you see how that worked. And all the heavies got out in front. Most of our Zukas, I think all of them might have stayed alive. And all of a sudden, we cleared all their defenses, and then we just sent it all straight to Pound Town. So this was all done by a strategic flagging. And flagging is really cool because it's the only time in the game that you can control each boat independently. After that, every single boat that's out will only follow the same flare. So being able to drop in different locations on this very large ramp is something that you need to be mindful of. And that the order that you drop it in matters too, because you got to think about troop speeds and where they'll be when they finally encounter the first defenses. All right, all that stuff matters. So I just wanted to explain that particular hit for you. But enough of that. Let's just jump into some live hits, right? Let's get rid of this guy. We don't need that. And we don't need to see any more replays. Nope. How do I just go back to here? All right. So here we go, guys. We have just upgraded our landing craft, so that means we got more. Let's just go ahead and go heavy, heavy, Zuka, 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 Zuka. I'm not even sure. Add another boat of Zukas, why not? And battle. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it's just a 2-engine room guy. Yes, it is. Okay, so always take your scouting time, as much as you need to figure out your best strategy. You don't always have to drop the troops that you brought with you. You can change them if you want. However, HZ is going to be my meta combo right now, so I will use them. We don't see very big flamethrowers. The machine guns do look like they hurt. We definitely want the heavies up there to take the machine gun fire. In fact, I think I actually want to bring another boat of heavies with me. Switch troops. And heavy, heavy, heavy. Let's do that. Confirm. Okay, it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's another little bug there where the landing craft order doesn't match. They know that. They'll fix it, but it is a bit of a pain, especially when you're someone like me that really likes to selectively drop their troops. I like it organized. I know they're working on it. It's not a complaint. Just pointing it out. I know you guys know. Anyway, we are burning time here, so we just need to BART that junk out. Let's go. Drop some Zukas first. Let's just drop them all down here. 1, 2, and 3. Get the heavies going. 1, 2, and 3. I dropped them low because I want them to naturally spread in the defenses. Those heavies might not get there in time for the machine guns. This would be a little bit of a slaughter. Still working on my timing. Anyway, let's just start BARTing stuff out. 1, 2, how many? I should have checked the health on this as well. This guy's got a lot of health. We did suffer a Zuka loss. This is probably a bad attack, guys. We're the first to tell you right now, but we might be able to make it through it. Again, I'm just considering the mortars my primary targets of interest, because I do not want them taking out my Zukas. So I'm putting all my artillery into that. This side mortar over here can be really deadly. If not handled appropriately. Here's where it gets bad. He's hitting my Zukas. He's down. And let's flare the machine gun so the heavies can get in the way of it. We're gonna lose some Zukas, but remember, it's all about speed. And now let's drop an artillery into one of these, and that'll be it. Now, he already took me down, but remember, we took a long time to scout, so I'm not sure how this is going to pan out. We did lose a lot of Zukas on the start, though, which wasn't good. If we would have had more Zukas, if we would have just dropped the heavies a little bit sooner, that wouldn't have happened, and we would have done a lot better. Boom, just like that. And I'm just getting warmed up, guys. Let's see, what happened? Ah, yeah, he got us by 10 seconds. Yeah, it was a bad drop. That's okay. That's okay, guys. Let's try again. All right, let's go. Just reload everything and roll. So much fun though, guys. Like, I'm still processing it all. Guys, I haven't played it that much. I'll show you my attack log just so you can see. But I've been heavily involved, strategizing, theory crafting, and whatever. Let's just focus on the attack. This guy has high-level sniper towers. His splash doesn't look to be that upgraded. We see 1 mortar, 2 mortars, 3 mortars. They all have 5,100 health. Yeah, I really should upgrade my artillery here pretty soon. This one is touching the engine room, but I don't mind that one because it's not really a threat to my troops because the engine room keeps everything outside of the dead zone. So I don't think that's a good placement for a mortar, to be honest. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong. It might be a great place for a mortar. We'll find out. It's actually these higher level sniper towers that worry me with my riflemen. So I'm with my heavies, but I'm thinking riflemen. What I want to do is add 1 boat of Johnsons. We'll delay drop those. Confirm. Let's go. Now, let's just go. Let's just get heavies up in front. I want him to get the attention of the mortar. So that's why we're dropping the heavy in the middle, Zukas on the outside, some Zukas in the middle to follow it up. Let's drop another heavy on the outside. And let's go 1, 2, 3, probably take 4, huh? And 4. Let's leave this down. Now we want to get those riflemen in from probably about now, because by the time they get up there, we'll be more dealing with all those sniper towers. I'd like to flare over here just to kind of save some of those Zukas. Wish we had smoke right now. But I do want to save those Zukas as much as possible. Okay, here come the riflemen. Let's go ahead and put some artillery onto like a machine gun or something. And I need to probably flare right now. We're going to flare the engine room. because we're trying to go for speed, guys. All right, boom. Hope that was good. I don't know. This guy seemed pretty fast too. I wasn't watching his time when he finished. Aha! Winner! Look at that. So speed is key here, guys. Let's take a quick look at what he did. Always look at your opponents. Always look at what they're using. Understand what troops, you know, hey, look, he's using an HZ combination as well. He's got all of his landing craft. He's got 8. 1, 2, 3. What does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 landing craft. So he's running 4, 4 HZ. I still beat him. But it's because my defenses are backs more, right? I put more points in defense, so it took him a while to get through my stuff, even though he had more offense. You see, that's where that balance comes into play. His defenses weren't as upgraded, and he focused more on single point, but I brought the Johnsons in to help mitigate that once we got into its range. So anyway, he just pounded it out, whatever. Basic attack, nothing. I don't think there's anything too fancy here, but he just had a lot of troops going into it. Okay, let's jump back to the warships. Let's jump into another attack. And oh yeah, choo choo baby, choo choo. All right, and yeah, we want to get to season 4, or we want to get to rank 4 in this video. Hopefully. Okay, that's great, guys. All right, we're moving on up. Let's go ahead and attack. Just refresh that troop combination. We'll change it on the fly as needed, and let's go. Okay, everything's clustered, which we actually really like. 5100 on the mortars. Be careful not to have any GBE abilities when you're scouting, because you can start the attack without knowing it. He's got a lot of things overlapping. We'll be dropping mortars and all the things that are touching. Machine gun, flamethrower. I mean, he's just giving us so much value. Thank you, sir. I don't think we need the Johnsons this time. We'll just bring more heavies. Switch troops. Heavies. Confirm. And I think we can go off to the races. We just need to make sure the heavies get up there before the Zukas, but I still want to drop the Zukas first. 1, 2, whatever. Just drop everybody like this. The heavies should pass them up by the time they get up there. I just don't like the heavies sitting there with that much to do. Let's start our BART jobs right now. 1, 2, 3, probably 4. And 4. Take that out. Boom. Start working on this one. It's actually more value if I start throwing them over here. I just want to get more things that are holding hands, because it's just getting more value, and we're just trying to destroy things as quickly as possible. I'm not really worried about that flamethrower that's going to be burning my heavies, although maybe I should. They're getting really torn up. Okay, now things get bad. We need to start flaring sniper towers. No, this is GG. Oops. Okay, so the splash hurt. We got no engine rooms. Maybe we destroyed more? Hey, we won! That was a junk fight. What happened to him? Whew. Don't know how we won. Hey, was it our strong defense? Oh, you never know with these things, guys. My heavies are just level 1, so they're not very upgraded. That's why they melted. They're not very heavy. I'm just trying to get out of this tier, but I need to just win a little bit more. But maybe if I need to spend a point, I will. I just don't feel like I need to right now. Let's go 2 times. He just ran away. I don't know. I guess he figured it was no good. That's the other thing. If you're not playing this with instant training, you really have to worry about your casualties, because I think it takes about 4 hours to reload your reinforcements. So if you already know that you're losing an attack, it might be a good idea just to retreat. In fact, the same applies even if you are running instant training, because there's no sense in wasting time. If you're going to lose, you're going to lose. Just get it over with and get into the next match so you can start gaining more points, right? So, and really, if you just stick around, you're kind of trolling the other person, because you're wasting their time and your time too. So if the match is over and you know it, just go ahead and retreat. That's also some good advice, just all around. I'm so sorry about my throat, guys. I have been getting over a cold for like 4 weeks. It's just going to be a pain to edit, so I know I'm not. So I really apologize. Okay. Man, we do have a lot of those upgrade points, right? You still have 125,000. I mean, you know, maybe you should spend them on something like Zukas, but no, artillery. Because here's the thing. There's another meta that I didn't even talk about. It's called the fart meta, guys. It really starts to come into play later on, and that means farm and art, okay? It means farm for your GBE and take all that GBE and use artillery to take out an engine room. Take out the far engine room, okay? This is a very important strat, and so that's why we upgraded the artillery right now. Now we know our artillery does 2200 damage. That's good, but I probably want to upgrade it next as well, because I need some more power behind that. It'll really give us more GBE value as well. And because we're trying to get ready for the next tier, right? Okay. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys is I've moved home task forces. This is a bit difficult for me. I've been in the same task force my entire Boom Beach career on this character, but I'm so pumped about Warships, I had to get into a task force that's going to be pushing Warships. And lucky for me, I'm able to get into this awesome task force. Where do we go? Right here? That's not it. Right here. My task force. Ship with a plan. From the makers of Come With a Plan and Crab With a Plan. CWAP, baby. But this is swap. And we've also got some really big people here, like Jamar and, you know, all the guys that you're going to see on the global leaderboard for English speakers. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, they'll be coming from this task force. So I'm part of it as well. And believe me, when I tell you, I'm going to be giving you high-level content because I'm running with high-level guys. Just throwing it out there. It's going to be super fun. This is the best way, in my opinion, to tackle Warships, to go with some more maniacs like myself. And these guys are even crazier. Like, these guys are the best of the best of the best. A lot of them. So, let's see. Anyway, enough about all that. I'm just really pumped. Good group of guys. Super active, and I know a lot of them from crabbing already. Yeah, let's get into it now. So we've got, our artillery is doing how much now? That was 2200 damage? Yeah, okay. See, each upgrade on the artillery is like 50% more damage. They're really nice. They're really juicy. Let's just jump into the next attack. Just reload all of it, and hopefully we don't die as quickly as we did before. We might run RZ, because I've got level 2 rifles, but it just wasn't working too well before. Yeah, so we see 3 mortars, we see defenses that are split. How much health is on those? 20,000. See, we're still not in that fart range yet. So we kind of just have to work our way down and use our artillery on stuff like the mortar. Now that's a really juicy target right there. That's going to take 3 artillery to get down. Used to take 4. So we're saving our artillery, and we're also going to get those sniper towers. That's going to be really nice. Which means we can actually just leave a boat of Zookas over there and then just start pushing forward. The range on the machine guns, this guy, you know what? With 2 boats of Zookas, we can start that drop, and we can delay drop the heavies and the remaining Zookas to push forward. Let's go. Alright, so what we need to do, it all has to be very fast. Let's go 1, 2, 3, Zooka, Zooka. Hope that other flag isn't too darn close. It might be. Let's go heavy. Let's just go ahead and get the rest of our troops out. I might have flagged our Zookas too close to that flamethrower, so they're getting burned. So that's why, well, I didn't, but that's okay. That's why we're getting the rest of the troops up top. Here we go. So we got them working on that engine room back there. Now the key is just to get this engine room over here. Let's go ahead and start using our artillery on the mortar and the engine room on this location. All right, now let's just hope that our heavies hold up. We got some Zookas coming from the back to also reinforce. Let's just get through some of this tough splash. I will drop an artillery between the sniper tower and the mortar. The mortars are kind of our biggest threat right now because it might lob over and hit our girls as they advance. And I really want to get the splash down. Well, we're just going to get everything down. I just didn't want to flare because that splash being on the sides could have hit our girls. Flare, artillery, whatever, let's go. Flare wasn't necessary. Boom, just like that. Now, we waited a long darn time to drop our troops. We had 257 left. Was that good enough? It was a tie. Alright, these things happen. Alright. Another maintenance break. Oh, no, and gank me interrupted by attack. Okay, that might kick me out of Warships. Alright. Let's just jump into it again, guys. Refresh and go. So, we see lightly upgraded splash, but a lot of it. This guy's probably full offense. I think we can just drop these troops and go. There is nothing really holding hands that I see, so there's no real value on the art. Again, 3 artillery will take out the mortars, and I want to take out this front mortar first because it's the most deadly. And yeah, let's go. All right, let's go heavy. Whoops, whatever. 1, 2, 3, and everybody else. That wasn't the best drop. It didn't register one of my other taps, and whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll have some heavies getting a little bit roasted up front. Okay, too late now. Let's just drop some artillery into this mortar, hit back here in the middle. We're just going to have to hope this one on the top doesn't do a lot of work to us. And hope that our heavies live through all the splash. See, they're not very heavy. Might just hold on to that mortar, or the artillery, I mean. Because the good news is, even though our heavies are down, we can outrange flames, and it's really just sniper towers that are going to be a problem. Let's go ahead and put an artillery into that one. Let's flare this one. Go ahead and artillery a core, an engine room, and that's good. Going to the races. Now, actually, we want to focus one engine room because we'll get more GBE back. Darn it, they moved though. I'm not sure what the best strategy was here, but I want to take that GBE, turn it into an artillery, just to make sure we got that damage in there. If they kind of split their damage, I wouldn't have got that artillery, but they moved, which cost time. I'm not sure what the best play was there. Ah, he beat me. Dang it. Let's see what he had. Probably running the same thing, but he's just probably more offensive. I've seen an all heavies meta as well. So this guy ran 5 boats. He's just got more landing craft, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 boats of heavies, 3 boats of Zookas. He really dropped his Zookas way off to the side, but I think he just outgunned me. He probably just has spent more points than I have or whatever. Then again, I sacrificed my heavies at the first. It wasn't the best drop. That might have hurt me because it could have been the reason why all my heavies died as well. So play better, it won't happen. I'm not too worried about my defenses yet in terms of layout because I'm not sure what else I can do to really improve it. My sniper towers aren't that well upgraded, and nothing's holding hands. Well, actually that sniper tower is, but feel free to BART it. Not really a threat. Okay, let's jump into it again. Reload and go. So we see bigger sniper towers, smaller. Let's go ahead and smaller splash. Let's go ahead and just throw in 1 boat of Johnsons for that. Confirm. And it's the same idea. We'll delay drop the Johnsons more when we get into the range of the sniper towers. Hopefully it's a good idea. I don't know. Let's go Zuka heavy. Hold on to the Johnsons. Getting them all coming out in a straight line. And again, we need to just start Barton stuff. Try to get the value 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll get the value here. 1, 2, and we'll go 3. Oh, get those Johnsons out. Darn it. I should have got them out sooner. We'll be okay, though. It's this mortar that really worries me, in fact. We might not be okay. Flare the mortar. I waited too long on the Johnsons, guys. Got too happy hitting all these free GBE targets. Ah! Breezy! Maybe I can get one. Get over here, guys. I think we'll still be in range of those sniper towers, though. What can we flare? Can we flare them all the way over here? Oh, I'm still in range. Man. Nope. Wait, I don't know. Some of our Johnsons in the far back might be out of range. I hope. Oh man, woo! The four amigos. Look at them go. You go, guys. No, that was my fault. I should have definitely released them sooner, and we could have taken this whole thing down. But it looks like our buddy Q-Ball isn't having a real good time on my base either. So let's go ahead and take this for the win. And you know what? You can't really see the percentages up here, can you? It's not even moving properly, is it? Because I've already destroyed a lot of his structures. I'm not quite sure how that's working. There we go. Now they're going to take me out. I think we should just retreat at this point. I can't get anything else. Okay. Again, saving time, saving his time, my time, your time, everyone's time. When the fight is over, the fight is over. Okay. And did he even play? I don't know what these guys are doing. Okay, thanks. I don't know. I should pay more attention to that stuff. And I need to get my face, I need to find a good spot for my face. Now's where it gets interesting. So we're passing into a new season. Does it really or a new rank, so does it really affect that stuff? I think it does. I've got another star chest to claim too. Let's just go ahead and open all the junk. Oops. Okay, 130,000 of those, 20, 22. Let me know in the comments below. I'm still a little unsure how the saving the chest things work and all that. I know you're supposed to when you're advancing rank, and I was just trying to test it out here, but I can't really distinguish one chest from another yet. I'm not that familiar. Let's get back up to here. Let's go ahead and pop these two as well. I just want to start getting some resources. I do not know where to put my face on this interface yet, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, claim that. And we'll claim this one too. I just want to start moving up a bit. Okay. But I know it's a good idea to hold on to them, because if you can get more rewards, that's better, because the rewards are limited, right? So you definitely want to hold on to these things. So it's probably not the best thing that I'm doing right now, but it's season 1, guys. We can make some mistakes, huh? And I'll make these for you. And me. Okay. So now we just got a bunch of junk that we can upgrade, right? What are we going to do? What are we going to do with all that junk? All that junk inside my warship? Well, we know landing craft upgrading is going to be very important. We also know artillery is really important. I want to go ahead and get the artillery going right now. That puts us up to 3K on the artillery. That's awesome. That's going to really help us do our fart jobs. And I know points need to go into riflemen, because I will be using them a lot. I don't know if I want to unlock this yet. When we do unlock this engine room, we're going to take the lower path, and we'll end up getting the med kits, we'll end up getting boom cannons, tanks, which we probably won't use, at least not now. I'm not seeing a use for armor yet. They're just too slow right now. But they might become important in the last tier. So who knows, but we're going to pick them up on the way, mainly because we're skipping warriors. We don't want warriors. We'll pick up some smoke, but we really want to get Kavan. He's our target for the next tier. And then when we move over, we'll pick up shock bomb, we'll go up to rocket launcher, we'll get to medic, and we'll go straight to shock launcher. That's the general idea. Let's see. We've definitely got a lot of unlock keys right now, and a lot of upgrade points. So, let's just put my face over here. This is always the fun part, guys. Well, if I upgrade that, it's another 123k. And the damage on this upgrade isn't quite as much, huh? It's only giving me another 778. So this particular upgrade of the artillery doesn't provide much value. The final one does. The final one doubles it again. So maybe I need to be willing to spend twice. Let's hold off on that particular upgrade for now. Let's... Man, this is where it's tough, because you just don't want to mess up. Gunboat energy, you know, we always need some, and 54,000 is kind of cheap. Let's drop that in. But keep in mind, gunboat energy on the ship, on the gunboat, is really only important more for your initial attacks. Yes, it does affect the total amount of GBE you get, but you get a lot of GBE back from the buildings. And that's another key point. These engine rooms contain a lot of GBE, and they go up for each engine room you destroy. I forget the exact numbers. I want to say it's like 5, 10, 15, 20. Like the first engine room's 5, the second one's 10, the third one's 15. So those things are worth a lot of GBE. Keep that in mind as you're planning your routes and killing stuff, because you can budget your GBE just knowing what's coming in, right? So I just want to put 1 point in there for now. I don't want to go too crazy because we haven't touched defense, but I still feel like defense is pretty strong at the moment. If I did put anything in defense, I would go one more higher on the machine gun. Let's go ahead and do that right now. And let's go ahead and just jump into a fight. Let's see kind of who we're up against. Okay. I think I just opened too much stuff. I don't want to... Oh, we got more stuff to place. Another machine gun. Sweet. Let us put you... Well, just somewhere for now, but that's not where we're putting you. Getting crazy with our designs. Darn it. Yeah, the engine rooms are 4x4. I'd like to slip in a machine gun. Not there exactly, but somewhere in that area. No, actually, I'd really rather have that machine gun where the sniper tower is. Yeah. Reason being is that this machine gun will actually be in a pretty good location to mess stuff up. Because the troops are going to lock onto the engine room, but the machine gun will still have range on them. So this one's going to have the potential to do a lot of work on enemy troops. These sniper towers, you know, guys, I don't really care too much about. We can just put them on the perimeter more as a distraction for the troops as they're coming along through. Maybe one back here in the center would be good too. Mortar range, we'll move them in a little bit so we can cover more area. Sniper, 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 flamer. Let's mix the, let's put a flame over here. I want to keep the enemy troops burning as long as possible. So like have a progression of flamethrowers so that maybe they're always burning. And, you know, it might actually be a better idea to do something like this to achieve that. And yeah, let's roll with this. I don't know. Let's not waste all day on that. Jump into another attack. We did already hit the rank 4, which I said was the point of the video, but it's warships, guys. We can't stop here. Just don't want to run out of hard drive space. And I can't even remember. Did we upgrade our troops or anything? I don't know. Whatever. Let's just see what we're up against. Oh, we upgraded our artillery and the gunboat primarily for the offense. This is 3 engine rooms. We'll try the fart technique on this one. We'll fart this guy out. He's 20,000. Oh, this will be super easy. We'll just drop everything over here. We'll go HZ. We'll take out those first 2 engine rooms, and we'll just fart out the other one as soon as we can. No, let's replace you with a heavy. Yeah, confirm that. And let's just drop it like it's hot, guys. Let's get the heavies, get the attention. Oh, we got boom cannon. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I see that. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. All right, let's get some Johnsons for that boom cannon. All right, let's go. Heavy, Johnson, heavy, Zuka, 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 Zuka. Start barding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get a little more GBE. Flare and Bart. Alright, hopefully that was faster than him. That's the fart. That's the fart meta. Alright. Oh yeah, we kicked his ass. Oh, I mean, we kicked his butt. Straight to Pound Town with the fart meta, guys. I think I will wrap it up right there. I don't want to make this video too long, but please let me know in the comments below any questions you have. I'll do my best to answer them all, and hopefully I get them all right. And I will apologize for anyone watching this video in the future. It guaranteed these metas and these things have changed. Keep in mind this is the first day of Warships, so I'm just telling you the best information that's available to me right now. All right? But I hope you guys have a super fantastic, awesome rest of your day. And as always, remember, be kind to others, because if you're not, you're just being mean, and mean people suck. Have a great day.